It's back day and we're gonna crush it. It's harder to flex my back while I'm talking to you. Yes. I'm feeling a little naked today, but I wanted to show something that shows my back muscles. So hopefully you can see what we're working there, or I can see, or whatever. Back muscles. I like to make a case on back muscles if you're a woman, if you're a female, you're like, I don't really need to use my back because I don't want a big bulky back. Lies. I have to say one thing about training my back. I do a lot of back just unconsciously, I guess, because of aerial training. I end up working a lot of back, and I was freaked out at first because now I have lats, you know? I got lats and I was like, oh, I'm gonna look like a man. But what I've liked that it did for my body shape overall was it kind of gave me a little more of a waist. I'm really, really straight in my body, super straight. My hips are narrow, so I've never had much of an inside waist. So I feel like because I've built my back a little more, you can see it more from the back, I have a little bit more of a V shape now. It tapers in a little bit more. So having a strong back is awesome for posture anyway, just posturally to keep your chest open and your shoulders back and your bones in alignment. Working your back is really awesome, but it's also cool aesthetically. If you're a dude, you want to have a big broad back, but I think a little bit of muscle, especially in a tank top, like on your shoulder blades in the summer, ladies, it's nice. It's really nice. I think it's beautiful and it can help shape your body. So that's my soapbox rant for back work. Let's get started. I'm using dumbbells again. I was gonna get all crazy with the barbell and pull-up bar and everything, but I want to keep these pretty simple. So if you're doing a 10-minute workout, you probably don't have a lot of equipment to work with, so let's roll with that. Dumbbells, I'm also using a plate, like a 25-pound plate to row as well, but you can just continue to use your dumbbells. I'm kneeling on a bench for some of this. You can just use a chair if you're at home. There's so many ways to make this work. So I'm gonna keep my intro short. Without further ado, let's get started. We're gonna warm it up first. I'm gonna grab a little resistance band. Any resistance band you have would be awesome. This one's actually pretty light. I gave my good one to a student for her feet, but let's see, I'm gonna double this. So any sort of resistance band you have, most people have these lying around. Let's just warm up our back muscles with some little opening contractions. So I'm squeezing my rhomboids here, squeezing and then releasing, squeezing. And what I'm trying to do is activate my back. That way when we get into some heavier movements, everything's warm, and I'm also putting my brain where my muscle is. So I'm really trying to think about what muscles to work. I have a tendency to be really in my upper traps. I feel everything right there. So in my body, I'm even pulling the tips of my scapulae down my back and trying to squeeze my lower traps. A few more here. I have a pronated grip. So my hands are facing down, and I'm just squeezing my shoulder blades. One more, and then we're just gonna switch the grip. So underhand or supinated grip, straight arms, same thing, just pull. I'm about shoulder height, a little bit below, so that the band, when it pulls, comes right to my chest. You can see what muscles are working here. I don't want to lift and elevate my shoulder blades so that I get those upper traps, right? So squeeze your shoulder blades in and down. And feel free to do these slow, on the slow side, so you can really connect and activate those muscles. You want to work the right muscles in your back so you don't build tension in your neck. That's such a common issue with back work. Let's do a few more, and then we're gonna work into the muscles of the shoulder blades before we grab our weights. So same grip, you might have to choke up a little bit on your band. Bring your elbows into your sides, and then really connecting to your abs on this one, open and close. My range of motion is pretty small here. I'm not sure what my lighting is like, but if you can see on my shoulder blades, it's just those little muscles on the outside of your scap. So working a little teres major and minor, maybe a little infraspinatus there if you want a little back lesson. So keep rotating your elbows forward. This burns me out so fast. Out and in and out, and then we're just gonna repeat that with pronated hands. So change your grip overhand, Same thing. These are way harder to me. I have like zero range of motion here. I feel this kind of radiate up my shoulder a little bit, but in a really good way. I find these muscles don't get worked very often, and they're really good stabilizers for your shoulders and your back. It's really important to do those. A few more. 4, 3, I like to count down from 4. Can you tell? Last one, and release. Okay, roll it out. We're on a timer, so we're getting right to business. I'm using 7-pound dumbbells because that's just all I have in here. I'm gonna take a kneeling position on a bench. Start with a really classic narrow row. Sorry, my cord is kind of in the way there. Oh, all right, so elbow straight up, and down. Take a few of these slow so that you can, again, take that mind muscle connection, pull and down. Lift, lower. I'm trying to squeeze the inside of my shoulder blade. A few more normal and then we'll get fancy. I like to come up onto my wrist just because this after a while starts to bother me. A few more here and then we'll get fancy. So I'm gonna take the weight to my bench here. So taking it inside and then I'm gonna pull the weight out and up towards my shoulder blade and down, or my armpit, up and down. Pull and down. So I feel a lot more through my waistline, a little bit more twist. I'm getting all those muscles into my lat. So with this wide sort of pull, definitely feeling a lot more lat into the side of my waistline. Pull and pull. I know it feels like we're doing a million of these, but we've really only done about 10. So we're gonna go for another round. Pull wide to that armpit. Elbow is high. I like this for sort of an alternative to a wide row, because again, I default to my upper traps. I'm trying to stay out of that. All right, we're gonna hold to the top. We're gonna pulse, because I like me a good pulse. Squeeze, squeeze, it's slow. Squeeze, squeeze. Right away, you should feel that burn. You're trying to keep time under tension in those muscles. I know I say that a lot, but I believe it. Pull in, my abs are in tight. I'm opening, opening. 8 more, pull, pull, hold, pull, hold. You should feel your scapula kind of flat on the side of your back. 8 more, 8, 7, we'll speed it up just for a little more energy to the finish. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo, swap sides. Same thing, so we start just with that narrow row. Straight up and straight down. Straight up, straight down. I used to hardcore not make fun of people, but I thought this move was kind of silly, kneeling on the bench, because this is what you see like every bro do at the gym. You're like, wow, yeah, with like such heavy weights, and you're welcome to go up in weight, for sure. I have a 7-pound dumbbell, which is not much, but with high repetitions and small high repetition pulses, you can get there into that fatigue in your back for sure. A few more. Up, down. Now we're gonna take that little modification. Round your arm, weight to the bench, pull up towards your armpit and down. Pull and down. Pull and down. Be really mindful of where you're pulling from. Wide to the armpit and down. As you can see, I'm twisting quite a bit more through my torso, but not my hips. That's what's kind of nice about this stance too, is it keeps your hips really square. Up and down. Good, so we did like a gajillion on the other side. We want to match that. Up and down. So we're going one more set of 8. Focus on your lats. Your lats go quite low in your back. It wasn't until I really studied the diagram of the back muscles and I was like, wow, they go so far low. That's kind of what helps shape your waistline too. All right, come here, buddy. And up. So we're gonna hold that little pulse. Squeeze, squeeze, come here. Come here. You wanna be in my video? Up and up and up. Really holding your attention. Can you smile at the camera? Lift, lift. Press, press. I'm starting to feel it. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Now we have to move fast because we're under time constraint. I'm going to grab a plate here. This is 25 pounds, but you can stick with dumbbells, whatever works for you. So, narrow rows with the plate. Squeeze and release. Pull. I'm going straight in. One thing that I see a lot is that we don't hinge over far enough, and it's sort of a weird row position and our shoulders go up. The other thing I also see is that we're too low, and then again the shoulders round. So finding a happy medium, you should feel like there's a really smooth trajectory where your shoulder blades are pulling up and into your back. Pull and release and pull. All right, we're back to that infernal pulse. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. We're gonna start small, and we're gonna get a little bigger. Ready? A little bigger here. Pull and pull. I'm trying to give you all the angles. Squeeze. Shoulders back. Chest is almost a little puffed. A little bit bigger. Hold. Pull. 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 All right. Finishing in this out, we're gonna just take a nice big long set of reps with a little bit more of an increased pause at the top. Pull. Release. Hold. And hold. Hold. Let's do 8 more. Little pause at the top. Squeeze your shoulders. Pull. Release. Pull. Squeeze. 4 more. 4. And 3. Big exhale. 2. And 1. Drop it. It's hard to get everything done in 10 minutes. I have 30 seconds left. Down to the floor we go. A little bit of back extension. And myself this way so hopefully you can see my back. All right, so hands underneath the forehead. I want you first to just lift your elbows on this one. Pull up your abs and lift your elbows, set them down. Lift, set them down. Try not to lift your shoulders up, just squeeze. Talk about those shoulder muscles we were talking about earlier. We're getting them all fired up. Now, lift and hold that. Slide your shoulder blades into your back, squeeze your bum. And we'll lift and lower. Guys, we're focusing right on lower traps. Excuse me, I'm sick, like a whole month later. I lost my voice so bad again last week. I think I might finally need to see a doctor. We'll see. I feel great otherwise. Anyway, we don't care. We're working our backs. What are we doing? Getting off topic. Lift, lower. So squeeze. If you're a lady, you think about squeezing right at your brow line. Lift, lower, a few more, up, down, now hold. Make sure you're still pulling in through your abs. Squeeze your elbows into your waistline, lift higher, and then slide back. In and up, slide back, and down. Squeeze. If you're really squeezing and putting your mind into your muscle, these are quite hard, especially after that little bit of dumbbell and weight work we did. Squeeze and release. Now I'm keeping this to 10 minutes, but feel free to add more repetitions for a little more challenging of a workout. You're always welcome to do extra credit. All right, we're gonna squeeze and pulse here. Squeeze, squeeze, and this will be it. Don't drop, don't drop, don't do it. My back is literally cramping. 8 more, 8, 7, 6, lift your chin, long, long neck. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're done. Good job. Yay, back work. So I'm gonna go over 10 minutes now since we kept our workout to 10. Just round your back for a little bit and roll into that. That should help really release. Shoulder blades spread apart. Hi, you got grass in your mouth. Hi, you wanna stretch with me? Hi, honey. I have the cutest dog in the whole world, so if you are a YouTube participator, like you like to comment on stuff, please post a picture of your dog if you have a dog because they're so cute. All right, so nice big back stretches. I could probably stay here for like 5 minutes. I was really feeling that. And that wraps it up for this week's back-focused 10-minute workout. We'll see you next time. Bye.